One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Temple Owls. Taking on a team from the Mountain West, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, what a cut! It's a seam wide open. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Russell. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense keeping it very simple.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets stuck.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 22-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even bringing it out of the end zone. They'll try the run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. They're working that left side. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Baker. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for them.
Breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Going to the run. It's Young. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The tackle is made at the 50.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a fourth down from the 42. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got a man. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can... the run, they can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. Got nothing after the catch.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the...
Turning it on! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up 14 over Central Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Baker. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Temple lines up quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dances away to buy time. Right on the money. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle. It's Callow. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking for his man in the middle. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Looking for more room. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Owls!
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Green. Oh, he's got some space. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Motion from the wide receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
That's an awesome job by the defense. They're sniffing out the screen, reading the body language of the running back. They were not fooled, and they knocked it away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Russell. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Young. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into the open down the middle. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll open the second half with a run. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Phenomenally didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Pulls and fires complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you...
Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Sam Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. trying to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Owls.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. That big Bailey's got room. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got some room, it was over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends in the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Baker. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, the inside kid. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Sets up the screen. Looking for room at the 40. At the 45, on its way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Back to throw, it's Baker. He's got the back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Fighting off the defender. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fights off a defender. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Now on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
trying to bully their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Gets open down the middle. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Forced out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Western Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss. Short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wants to throw. It's Baker. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first down? The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man down the middle. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. They'll go to the toss. Quick step and go. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, TCU!
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Baker. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Booth. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Throw a line out. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good. Especially the passing game, and I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Throws to the tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Palmer. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the ground, it's Palmer. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Touchdown Owls! They take the lead here in overtime.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score 45, TCU 38.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Might be looking to run.